Hi, I'm Petra Reis, and today we'll be tasting a Bordeaux wine from Upper Wine. Bordeaux, yes, classical wine region, but always some discoveries to be made as well. For example, Château Violette, which I also didn't know, and it's a very small family domain, just 4 hectares. It says here on the bottle, situated in Mouly-en-Médoc, on the left bank of the Gironde, well known for its typical gravelly soils, very good heat-retaining soils that are very well suited for a late ripening grape variety such as Cabernet Sauvignon. There are also some limestone-rich clay soils, the argilo-calcaire, as the French so nicely put it. Those are a bit cooler, those are better suited for Merlot, and it's that combination of those 2 grape varieties that makes for the great wines of the left bank. That's also the case in this wine, 51% Cabernet, 49% Merlot. Cabernet giving the wine its structure, its tannins, its darker fruit profile, while Merlot giving it a bit of a softer touch, red fruit, that accessible mid-palate, let's say. So that combination works quite well in Bordeaux. Now, what's also quite typical for Bordeaux is oak aging. So the wine has been aged for 12 months on French oak. And also interesting to know, the consulting œnologist, as they say for this wine, is Eric Boissonneau. He's a quite famous guy on the left bank, having worked for all the famous domains such as Latour, Lafite, Mouton, Palmer, all the great names, so very promising. Also important for Bordeaux, always look at the vintage. It's an Atlantic climate, not every year is the same, but 2016, so this wine was a very good year. Ripeness was achieved on the left bank for Cabernet Sauvignon, which is not always the case. So some great wines from the left bank in 2016. So let's try this one. So the color is, let's say, medium intense ruby color. In the nose, quite typical Bordeaux nose, I would say. We have on the one hand the ripe dark fruit. I have blackberry, blackcurrant, dark cherry, but also the typical oak character. I have those toasted notes from the oak, a little bit of coffee perhaps, cedar, vanilla, all coming together very nicely and very promising. So let's taste. Very nice. Ripe fruit again. Tannins also, definitely some tannins in this wine, but they're also ripe. Sometimes in unripe Bordeaux they can be a bit grippy. Sometimes you can have a bit of a vegetal character of the Cabernet. None of that in this wine. It's very nice. Good acidity as well. All components that will also make the wine age. You can perfectly drink this now because it's a quite ripe vintage. If you drink this now, I would pair it with some red meat, steak, maybe some lamb, maybe some duck breast would be perfect. But don't be afraid to let this age. In 5 years, it will certainly have integrated a bit further. We will have some more tertiary notes, and in the long run, it will definitely also make for some nicer combinations, for example, with some game or other dishes. Cheers!